Hey gang, it's Mike and I'd like to welcome you back to yet another Disney related video / another video in the series of Mike's Cultural Exchange Program Journey thing. Not sure where this is going to go, but let's keep going. Now, as many of you are aware, this coming summer in 2018, I am moving to the Walt Disney World Resort to become a cast member. But what some of you may not know, that is actually my very first visit to not only the States, but Disney World, and my first visit to a Disney park in almost 10 years. Wow, was it really that long? So, I thought it would be a good idea to make a video bucket list of all the things that I would like to do while I'm over there in Florida, living my life as a cast member. Also, a lot of you on Instagram voted for it, so here you go! Now, I've split up this following list into like 6 subcategories. We have general Disney stuff, then we have one for each of the parks: Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Epcot and Hollywood Studios, aka Construction Land. Also a secret 6th one, if I'm doing math correctly, which is for things I want to do as a result of being a cast member. So this list is definitely in its preliminary stages. You will see as we go down the list and we go down to various parks that it gets shorter and shorter, because I may know a lot about Disney, but as a Disney World newbie, I don't really know that much about stuff. So I've written down the things I do know about, and honestly I'll probably end up having to make a part 2, because basically I want to do everything. I want to try everything as Gazelle in Zootropolis. Almost said Zootopia. Sings. So with that convoluted intro out of the way, let's get into Mike's Walt Disney World bucket list thing. So, starting off the list with just general Disney things that I want to do. And first on that list is get a My First Visit and a I'm Celebrating badge, because I am celebrating my first ever visit, obviously, hence the My First Visit badge. And I'm also celebrating becoming a cast member, and the CEP, and all things like that. Number 2, Disneybound. Now, I've never had the chance to ever go to a park and Disneybound, and I love the whole concept of it. So I really want to do it as much as I can while I'm over there. A bunch of friends of mine and myself have been talking about the possibility of doing various Disneybounds throughout our time there, so yeah, that's another thing that I want to do. Number 3, do the obligatory 4 parks 1 day challenge, because I don't think you've really gone to Walt Disney World if you haven't tried to do all 4 parks in 1 day. Number 4, do at least 1 staycation while I'm out there in one of the resorts. I don't know what our shifts are going to be like. I don't know if I'll have time to do a staycation, but if I have the time and have the cast discount, I'm going to try my best to do a staycation, maybe with a couple of friends, and just, yeah, because I really want to stay in a resort. Number 5, 6 and 7, these kind of all go together in one, but I've made them separate things on the list for some reason. Number 5 is do Bon Voyage breakfast. Now, as probably the entire planet knows, I quite like Tangled, in case you were unaware, and Bon Voyage breakfast is a breakfast in one of the restaurants, which name I can't pronounce for the life of me, but you get to meet Rapunzel and Flynn, and also Ariel and Prince Eric, and that's something that I really want to do. I know it's a thing that a lot of my friends want to do. So yeah. Guys, I want a breakfast. Segueing into number 6 is just general character dining. Again, I don't remember my experience of character dining the last time I was at a Disney park, so just getting to experience that, because I don't think anywhere else on the planet can give you that experience like Disney does. Segueing into number 7 then, as a result of that, just do all the character meet and greets. All of them. Again, I don't remember the last time I met a character, so to meet them all now with a conscious memory of it would be quite a treat. And also, who knows, possibly meeting characters when you're Disney bounding with them. I want all the magical moments, guys. Can you tell? I'm really excited. Yeah. Number 8. Now this one is kind of future-proofing my plans for next summer of 2019, but it is book my tickets for D23, the D23 Expo thing that goes on in California every 2 years, and I think every sequential year it's in Tokyo. But yeah, I've always wanted to go to D23. I think it will be quite an experience, and while I have the money over there, and get the early bird offers. Number 9, take as many photos and shoot as much footage as I can, because I am a very sentimental person. I like keeping memories that I can watch and look back on with fondness, and yeah. I'd love to do blogs while I'm over there. I'm still between two minds whether I want to or not, but I definitely want to have my camera with me and just document this entire experience, because honestly I'll be looking back at this for years to come, and yeah, just be nice. On the topic of photography, I'd like to take pictures in front of all the main landmarks in each of the parks. So we've got Cinderella Castle at Magic Kingdom, we've got Spaceship Earth at Epcot, we've got the Tree of Life in Animal Kingdom, and we've got the great movie ride, rest in peace, in Hollywood Studios. Also, you know, the obligatory, hey, here's my cast member badge, I gotta get that, and everything else that's under the sun. It's all going to be under the sun. We'll be in Florida, Mike. What are you talking about? Number 10 actually is kind of a counterpoint to the previous one. Is take one day to visit a park, or maybe take one day for each park, and don't bring my camera, don't bring my phone, or at least don't use my phone, and just experience it. Because, like I said, it is my first visit, and I do want to document it, but also I don't want to live it through a camera, if that makes sense. I just want to go to the parks with maybe a friend, maybe 2 or 3, and just experience the magic, because this, regardless of all the photos and video I'll take, it'll be an experience that I will never forget. Yeah, I'm gonna cry if I keep continuing that sentiment. So, moving on. Number 11, visit Disneyland. We have a 30-day travel period after our program finishes, so I want to take that time to travel to California and visit Disneyland, the place where it all began, and cry some more, and some more, and some more. And now moving on to the park specific section of this list, starting off with the Magic Kingdom. Not that Magic Kingdom, the one in Florida. The OG for Florida, the second OG for Disney resorts. You know what I mean. This list has quite a lot of obvious things on it, but you gotta remember, again, it's my first ever visit, so I put down the obvious things, and there's a lot of things that were going to be added to this list, as I've said before, so let's get right into it. Number 1, try not to cry with happiness every single time I step foot in the park, because I have a tendency to get overwhelmed with things, and when I get overwhelmed, I burst into tears, and this is the most overwhelming thing I'll ever do in my life, so I will probably burst into tears on many occasions, but hopefully not too much. Number 2, a more serious one, watch Happily Ever After. I've had this pact with myself, and I think a few other people are doing it, where we're trying not to listen to Happily Ever After, the soundtrack or the song, until we move over there. Yesterday I failed for the first time this year. I lasted 32 days and I bawled my eyes out like a child. So I've reset the counter. I'm gonna see how far I can last now. But yeah, watch Happily Ever After in the Magic Kingdom. Be in complete awe of it, and just, yeah. Number 3, Festival of Fantasy, the parade in the Magic Kingdom. I don't think I really need to say much more, except the fact that we probably will be shouting at Flynn as the Tangle Float goes by. Number 4, meet Magician Mickey in Town Square Theatre. Now I've heard rumours going around that Mickey will no longer be chatting to people when they meet him in Town Square Theatre, so I really hope that he's still in a talkative mood when we go over, because that is like one of the top things that I want to do. I'd love to be able to have a chat with Mickey, and maybe he'll show me a card trick, who knows. I'd really like that, to be honest. Number 5, Mickey's Royal Friendship Fair. Now, I never got to experience Dream Along with Mickey in person, but I was heartbroken when it left because I didn't think that the replacement show would be any good. And I absolutely adore Mickey's Royal Friendship Fair. So much so that I know the choreography, like we're links in a chain made of silver and gold. Yeah, yeah, I just really want to see the castle show. I'll never be sick of it. I will watch it every single time I have the chance. Number 6, now this could be a pipe dream, but I want to attempt to get a photo on an empty Main Street, USA, looking out onto Cinderella Castle. It's been a dream of mine. All of this has been a dream of mine, but particularly that because there's something so magical about seeing an empty Main Street. Hopefully, being a cast member will be there later than guests will be, so fingers crossed. Number 7, eat at Be Our Guest. There's no real justification for this. I've just heard a lot of good things about it, and I'd quite like to do it myself. And number 8 on this list is actually one of my friend's things, but I've added it here because it sounds like such a nice idea. And that is to ride the People Mover in Tomorrowland with a couple of my friends. It just sounds so nice, and I thought I'd add it to the list because now it is one of the things I really want to do. Now we move on to Epcot, and like I said at the beginning of the video, this is when the lists just kind of go from this to this. I don't know that much about Epcot, Hollywood Studios, or Animal Kingdom, despite my my facade as a Disney fan. So these are just a few pointers of things that I want to do, but definitely all 3, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom, are going to be completely altered by the time I get over there. But we'll continue on with Epcot, and number 1 on the list for Epcot is do the World Showcase. Be it walk around, eat around, snack around, drink around. I just want to experience the World Showcase and do all the things that the World Showcase has to offer. I could really just say that about everything in all the parks, couldn't I? I want to experience it, I want to do all the things. I want to do everything. I want it all. Number 2, a very real, serious thing that I will do in Epcot is walk around World Showcase wearing my Disney Ireland shirt and picketing and protesting and demanding that they build an Irish pavilion. I don't mean that little booth that they get at Food and Wine. No, I want a full old school Ireland with all the stereotypes. Leprechauns, Guinness. I'd like to point out that was a joke. I won't ever or will never picket or protest around any part of Epcot for an Irish pavilion. Although I do think it would be a good idea. So Disney, if you're watching, consider it at least. Please. And lastly is watch Illuminations in Epcot. At least I think it's Illuminations. Am I completely wrong? If I'm wrong, this won't be in the video, but if I'm right, watch Illuminations. And all the spectaculars that they have in all the parks, because. Moving on, or should I say, movie on, to Hollywood Studios, aka Construction Land, aka Cinemagine. That is a stupid name. I really hope they don't change it to Cinemagine Park. Let Hollywood Studios be. Please, Disney, I'm begging you. My gripes about the name change aside, number 1 on the list is watch Fantasmic. Now, if you know me, you know I absolutely adore Fantasmic, even though I haven't had the chance to see it in person. My Disney-gram's name is Fantasmic because it's a cool pun and it shows my love for a show that just makes me cry every time. And cry I will. And dance I will. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Number 2 on this list is quite a big one, and it is Toy Story Land. Toy Story Land will be opening, or will have opened by the time that we arrive in Orlando. So it'll be the brand new thing that everyone will want to see, and I'd love to experience it. I'm going to experience it, and I can't wait. It looks amazing. The things I've seen of it look amazing. I really like Toy Story. I really like parks. I'm sure I'll love Toy Story Land. Yeah. And finally on the list for Hollywood studios for now is pay my respects to the Great Movie Ride. I have to say goodbye before I even say hello. But on a serious note, I do want to actually get photos in front of the facade of the Great Movie Ride because I know that's staying the way it is. And because I know I would have really liked it because I am a huge movie buff. I study film in university, for those of you who aren't aware. So yeah, the fake sadness aside, it's something I really want to do. And now moving on to Animal Kingdom, which only has 2 things on its list right now because Mike doesn't really know what goes on in Animal Kingdom. Number 1 on that list is Visit Pandora because it's Animal Kingdom's main selling point at this point in time. And yeah, I just want to immerse myself in yet another experience, blah blah blah, nothing I haven't said before. Number 2, and lastly on the Animal Kingdom list, is watch the Festival of the Lion King. Now, from the day I arrived on the planet and blinking looked into the sun, there was one movie that I loved above all else, and that was The Lion King. The Lion King for a long time was my favourite Disney movie. Then I realised a Goofy movie was a thing and that quickly changed. But continuing on my tangent, our family has a great history with The Lion King. So to see Festival of the Lion King will be great for me because I have a very dear connection with the movie. And I just love watching videos of the Festival of the Lion King on YouTube. So to experience it in real life will be amazing. And lastly, moving on to the cast member section of this list, which only has one thing, one very important thing. I want to create as many magical moments as I possibly can. I know how much money, how much time people put aside to visit Disney, to have a good time, and I just want to be able to give that to them in the best possible way. I want them to have the most magical time they can while they're there, and I want to be a part of it. And for now, that's the only thing on that cast member list, because I think it's the most important thing as a cast member people should be striving to do. And with that, we come to the end of probably what is only part 1 of Mike's Walt Disney World bucket list thing, because as time goes on, things will more than definitely be added to this list. And I can't wait to fill it up with more things I want to do. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I want to experience absolutely everything I can while I have the time to. So yes, if you guys have any suggestions of things you think I should do while spending my summer over in Walt Disney World, feel free to hit me up down in the comments below. I will definitely be reading them because, like I said, I just want to do everything. And the more I know about, the more I can add to the list and the more stuff I can do. Also, if you have any suggestions for Disney related videos you'd like me to make, let me know down in the comments below. It could be talking about the CEP application process, it could be just my thoughts on various Disney movies, just anything Disney related at all, or even not Disney related, film, books, TV, whatever you want. Let me know down in the comments below what kind of content you'd like to see. Also, if you'd like to get your Disney mic fix, you can follow me on Instagram. I constantly do stories about my countdown to the CEP program. I also ask you guys what kind of videos you'd like me to make, hence this video exists. But yes, but with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you so much for your kind comment on the previous video about my acceptance. It means the absolute world to me. You're all so kind, so loving. It's absolutely fantastic to be part of such an amazing community, especially for something that I love so much. But with all that said, thank you guys for watching once again, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. See you, gang.